I had the privilege of driving the Tesla Model 3 Performance, and it handled just like one of these guys. Tesla's come a long way with the Tesla Model 3 Performance. If you've driven a previous model of the Tesla Model 3 before they went through the Highland transition, you'll know that the performance version of the Highland, it's a much better performing vehicle, and personally I love the looks of it. The new front splitter on the front, and then the whole rear end as well has been updated. The spoiler on there is a nice look, sticks out a little bit further, and it's a little bit wider than the previous Model 3 Performance. So the looks, there's a lot of differences on the exterior compared to the previous model, including the front splitter, the headlights and the tail lights, as well as just the sharpness, the wedge shape of the front end. That's much more similar to the front end look of, say, a Lamborghini like one of these. So first, I took it out, and the first thing I did as soon as I got in the car was put it on insane mode because I don't want to drive on the regular modes. Of course, I'm driving the Performance. I have it for 45 minutes. I want to make the best use of my time with it. So take it out, punch the accelerator. This thing takes off.
It is definitely better than the previous Performance Model 3.
And it just takes off. The acceleration on it reminded me a lot of when I drove the Huracan back a few years ago. Just that sporty quickness, the feel of it, the handling of it on corners. It felt a lot like a supercar, and for $73,000, I think the Model 3 Performance is good value for your money, especially with 510 horsepower and a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour time of 3.1 seconds. Or you could spend upwards of 300-400 grand on one of these brand new, and you'll go 0 to 100 kilometers in 3.4 seconds. Now, of course, you don't have the styling and the brand legacy, the status symbol that comes with a Lamborghini. But if you want to go really quick, handle well on the track, I think the Model 3 Performance is great value for your money. It's $70,000 plus taxes, and some of the difference between a dual motor and the Performance are the design cues that it has, like the front end and the rear end are different. It has the all-wheel drive performance drive unit, which allows it to go quicker. The sports seats, which I gotta say, the sports seats are really comfortable. I love how they just hug you and hold you in your seat, perfect for cornering. And the most important upgrade they've done is upgraded the brakes as well as the suspension to allow it to handle better and stop quicker. Because you may have heard Model S Plaid's brakes are not so good. So they definitely needed to make a better brake upgrade when they put out the Model 3 Performance, especially because people want to buy it, they want to take it out to the track, they want to be able to go quick with it. You need to have good solid brakes to be able to stop. And the Model 3 Performance has that now. As well, they have the 20-inch forged rims, which are really nice looking, and track mode version 3, which I didn't get to test out because I was on public road, but you basically have drift mode, and you can adjust how much oversteer or understeer you have on the fly while you're driving. You can change that. As well, it'll show you the temperatures of some of your components, so you can keep an eye on it and understand how the car will react and how you can adjust and correct and make adjustments on the screen in order to drive the way that you want to drive on the track. So when you go from the dual motor up to the Performance, you are losing range because you are using more power to handle the different drive motor that it has. So you're getting 478 kilometers of range, but your top speed is 262 kilometers an hour, which is blistering fast. Now, of course, I didn't take it up to those speeds because I was on public roads. So of course I'm not going to drive 262 kilometers an hour, but one day I would definitely love to take it out on the track and test it out. So if we look through the ordering process here, Performance $69,990. I should have used a discount code. You can use the discount link from Tesla in the description below to get $1,300 off your purchase, but $69,990. And it doesn't qualify for the tax break, but you can get the additional $1,300 off using that discount code. So it's basically $71,700 with and the other fees, but you do have to add HST on top. Some of the biggest differences between this Model 3 Performance and the previous version are more range. It has a more premium interior and a quieter cabin because it has acoustic glass all the way around. The other thing between the previous Model 3 Performance or any of the previous Model 3s and this one is that there's no stocks for your turn signals, your drive, your park. It's all done on the screen. For putting it in drive, park, reverse, neutral. As well, you have it in the headliner up above where you can change it. And then your turn signals are there on the steering wheel in order to signal left or right. And to cancel it, you just press it again to cancel that turn signal. Now, some people may not like it. Personally, I like it. And it's the exact same style as a Lamborghini Huracan, which has the turn signals on the steering wheel, just the same as this Tesla Model 3 Performance. The other awesome thing about this updated Performance is you can be going super fast and have ventilated seats on, cooling your butt and your back, which is a plus, especially if you're somewhere further down south where it's warmer, or for those blistering hot summer days when you're at the track. And it does come with the dual screens, one in the front and one in the back for your passengers to watch Netflix, YouTube, or other things. What's also crazy is the audio system in this Performance, as well as the dual motor Highland version. You are getting 17 speakers with dual subwoofers and dual amplifiers, making that audio experience something that you can rarely get in any other vehicle. Even if you go into the luxury side of things, Tesla's audio system is a step above a lot of other auto manufacturers right now.
So the newer ones, they have so you know how you had to like reach out for
Oh,
the
yeah,
windshield
yeah.
washer fluid?
Now it's
just
right
over
here.
Yeah, so you just don't have
That's
to, you can
so
keep
convenient.
it here and then, you know.
Yeah, instead of
fill.
reaching all the way.
Exactly, and then the tow hook, it was here, now it's here, which is nice. I wonder if you can, there you go. I wonder if you can use like pop it out from underneath. I don't know. Way better design to put it here. I don't know why not everyone does that. I guess there's not enough space for the tank, but this works.
Yeah. My overall experience with the Tesla Model 3 Performance was a very positive one, and it's definitely a vehicle that I would love to have one day to take out on the track, rip around, but it's also a super functional vehicle just for everyday use. You can pass people a little bit quicker than you can in the dual motor, and you're still living in luxury with the cooled seats, the heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated windshield wipers, that 17 speaker surround sound system that you have in there, the acoustic glass making it nice and quiet in there. The suspension is much better and more adaptive for cornering and higher speeds, as well as when you're just driving around town. Brake systems have been upgraded, which is a huge plus, and hopefully they'll do that on the Model S Plaids as well, make it a much stronger braking system on those vehicles. But it makes me wonder, what are they going to do with the Model S Plaid? Because you're getting quite a bit of power and handling and nimbleness that is really ideal for the track in the Model 3, where the Model S is so much longer, it's heavier, it's more like driving kind of like a boat as opposed to driving a little track weapon go-kart that the Tesla Model 3 Performance feels like. So we'll have to see what other versions of Teslas they come out with, and hopefully that Roadster comes along soon, because the Roadster would definitely be that vehicle that's in that tier of a Lamborghini style expensive luxury quick supercars. As far as how does the Tesla Model 3 Performance compare to the Model S or Model X Plaid? Model S and Model X Plaid are definitely much quicker. They make you feel like you're going to black out when you're accelerating really quickly. And I have a video here on the channel of the Model X Plaid and my experience with it if you want to check that out. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Leave me your thoughts, and thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye. Finally, a foundation series is being delivered here in Oakland.
You think that this thing is the fastest car in the world, like the quickest car in the world. And to beat this, you need to have like an engine that's like 3 times the size of this.
Yeah, with turbos and
Exactly, yeah.
crazy.
It's so much more moving parts.
That's crazy. I didn't realize the full self-driving computer was just
Just a
that.
little chip, yeah.
That's wild.